Hello and a warm welcome to Ad4 News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinamo. The United Nations Development Programme report on migration and voices of irregular migrants to Europe says Nigeria has the highest percentage of irregular migrants. The report, titled Scaling Fences, Irregular Migrants to Europe, shows that as a result of irregular migration, over 2,000 migrants from 2014 to 2018 have died in the most inhumane conditions. UNDP resident representative Mohammed Yahya noted that migration is a global challenge that can never stop. A representative of the EU delegation to Nigeria, Shetil Carlson, stated that global efforts should be geared towards promoting and encouraging regular migration. He disclosed that the EU and their Nigeria partners are working hard to initiate policies that discourage and curb irregular migration. According to him, the EU is looking forward to improved synergy between Europe and Africa on how the problem of irregular migration can be tackled. Also, Nigeria's Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who was represented by the Minister of Youth and Sport, Sunday Dare, spoke about the ills and dangers of irregular migration. United Nations Deputy Secretary General Amina Mohammed explained the need for government in the continent to continue with policies initiated by previous government in the spirit of continuity. The Minister of State for Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory, Rematu Tijani Aliyu, has called on African women to unite and tackle the issue of marginalization. Ms. Aliyu made the call while attending the African Women Conference in Marrakesh, Morocco. She said that in spite of the challenges women holding key offices in Africa are faced with, they still manage to excel in their positions of authority and leadership. The minister emphasized the importance of women inclusion in all tiers of governance in Africa and enumerated ways through which more women can be supported to take up leadership roles. And talking health, Nigeria's Minister of Health, Osage Ihanire, has restated the Buhari administration's determination to end the HIV epidemic by 2030, in line with the UN Joint Programme on AIDS Vision 1990. The health minister made the government's position known at the official launch of Undetectable Equals to Untransmittable campaign by the National Agency for the Control of AIDS in Abuja. The campaign informs on how effective HIV medications are at preventing transmission of HIV. U equals U means that people living with HIV who attain an undetectable viral load level while taking their HIV medication cannot sexually transmit the virus to others. The minister, represented by a pharmacist in the ministry, Olokun Lawal, restated Nigeria's commitment towards achieving viral suppression through detection, treatment and suppression. Still talking health, the Association of Medical Laboratory of Nigeria has called on President Muhammadu Buhari, the Ministers of Health and Justice to prevail on the members of the College of Nigerian Pathologists to stop the alleged victimization of its members. This association raised the alarm about the victimization suffered by its members at the 200th Executive Council meeting of the body in Calabar, Cross River State. In a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary, Ifeanyichukwu Kachidan, the Association of Medical Laboratory of Nigeria affirmed that medical laboratory professionals in various hospitals in Nigeria are facing victimization. The AMLSN therefore urged the health minister to evolve a process that would end the continuous victimization of medical laboratory scientists serving in federal and state tertiary hospitals in the country. The Ministry of Youth and Sports Development seeks to strengthen policy implementation in partnership with the organized private sector to empower Nigerian youths to become self-reliant and socially responsible. Minister of Youth and Sport, Sunday Dare, declared this at the launch of the e-learning program developed by the Citizenship and Leadership Training Center in Abuja, Nigeria. Dare says the move will help engage youths in creating employment and ensure peace and stability in the country.
I've received volumes of information about this organization. I'm delighted with what I've heard, particularly the effort of the management to turn the institution around. In addition to series series of my engagements with the DG. I received official briefing from him and his team on Tuesday, the 12th of November, in my office. On that day, I gave my words that I'm ready to support this center with every resource available to make the center achieve greater heights.
This year's International Arts and Craft Expo has ended with several Nigerians and foreign nationals in attendance. Ad4 TV Radio was present to witness the best of arts and crafts from every part of the world.
At the closing ceremony, the Director General, National Council for Arts and Culture, Otumba Segun Ronsiwe, thanked the international communities for attending and participating in this year's event.
It gives me a great honor and pleasure to stand here today to make just some few comments. For the first time in my life, I think to say something today is to appreciate first all the international community that are here present. Within a very short notice, we had over 30 countries participating in this expo. I believe all the countries deserve a round of applause.
Participants from all walks of life graced the occasion, showcasing different cultural arts and craft works from their home country. Some participants at the expo spoke with Ad4 TV Radio, showcasing what they had brought to be exhibited, and this is what they had to say.
Like this dress, the dress I wear is a leather. I tie and dye the leather before I sew it. It's representing a queen of our side, of Cameroon. So I'm in the royal family. Truly, maybe some people think that royal family should not be doing craft because they look them at a highway, but I don't accept that.
Yeah, we have it. These are all the handicrafts, jute. Okay. This bag is made of jute. This one, this one is one of the commonest transport, especially for the low-income people and the middle-class people, those who are unable to afford a car. So this is our local transport.
Hand painted. The artist used 24-karat gold to it. Wow. Yes, this is a product of the very old Hungarian porcelain company. The name is Hollóháza. Hollóházi Porcelain Company, and we exhibit here the product of the Pannon Colors, other Hungarian company. This kind of company preparing handmade art paint for artists.
Wow. Actually, you have to ask them. I'm just using. Wow. Wow. But this is take long time. This take long time. This is take long time. Yeah, this is need professional people who's work with it. What does it This is a door of Kaaba. You know Kaaba? Mecca. Al-Kaaba. This is the door of it. The door of Al-Kaaba, we call it. This is as tourism door. Oh. Okay? Yeah.
So these things are the plates?
This plate for eating, we use it in the residence.
Indigenous exhibitors were not left out, as they also showcased the various Nigerian culture and traditions in their arts and craft works.
Though you see that many people are believing, people believe that there are some spiritual things attached to it, but the truth is that there's nothing like that. They are just ordinary wood carved by an artist for beautification. There's nothing like spiritual, but because of Christianity, Muslim and what have you, because of their faith, they believe it's spiritual. But
at the end of the expo, various awards and certificates were presented to participating institutions, states and countries.
First position, Kwara State. Second position, Kaduna State. First position, Kwara State. Best Designed Pavilion. Second position, Kaduna State. Best Design Pavilion at INAC Expo 2019.
Precious Anyogo, reporting for AD4 News, Abuja.
Nigeria's government says it will commission the Kashimbila Dam project in Taraba State, northeast of the country, by December 2019 to boost power supply in the country. Minister of State for Power, Godi Jedi Agba, gave the assurance in Abuja at a presidential dinner of the alumni of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, Jos, Plateau State. The minister said the Kashimbila Dam project, with 40 megawatt hydropower plant, has been on for decades but will be ready for use before the end of 2019.
It will gladden you to note that the Bambila project, which has been on for 40 years, is taking off on jet speed in a few weeks from now. In the same vein, I tell you that the Kashimbila project, which also is about half the size of Mambila, will be commissioned in December, if by the grace of God. By the time we commission these two projects, I assure you, and it's my hope, that power situation in Nigeria will improve.
It is indeed an honor to us at ANI to welcome participants of SEC 41 who are yet to have the I. They have the M, but the I is not there. M and I is not there yet. And even if they have that, as of today, they have not been inducted into the Alumni Association. So it is our pleasure to welcome you to this special dinner, specially organized for you. There is no gainsaying the fact that you have gone through Nigeria, you have gone through Africa, you have gone through the world. And I'm sure it's a privilege for each and every one of you and of us here that we have been to the Institute, because it's changed your perception, it's changed who you are, and it makes you a better Nigeria, and that's why we're working towards a better society.
A group of German students on Monday started a week-long campaign for more action to protect the climate. Climate issues are meant to be brought to the forefront at various universities in Germany from Monday to Friday. Tobias Hall, Students for Future spokesman, said actions are planned in about 40 cities in more than 50 universities and colleges, with thousands of students expected to take part. According to the Students for Future spokesman, the students intend to focus mainly on having substantial discussions around climate issues rather than protests. That's it on AD4 News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. You can like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles at AD4TV Radio on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.